Hello, Madonna fans and friends. I'm so happy to have you here for another episode. This isn't really a diva news, but more of a breaking news slash review because last night, when I was just sort of, rummaging around YouTube, and I had already checked out some of the snippets for the Sam Smith collaboration, I noticed that my top video suggestion was MLVC podcast reacting to another new song from Madonna with The Weeknd called Popular. And I was like, what? Obviously we knew about the Max Martin collaborations. I don't know if this is the same thing, but that really kind of blew my mind. I was like, what's going on? One of those moments where, as much as you try to keep up with Madonna, something will hit you by surprise. And that's exactly what happened with me. And so I was scrambling and I watched the reaction. Theirs was the first one I saw. And yeah, immediately I was like, wow, this song is amazing. Obviously she has a much bigger role than in many of her past collabs where she just kind of has more of a smaller part. I mean, between the verse that she does and the harmonization in the second chorus and thereon, there's so much more of her in the song, and it's just was so cool to be able to hear her in this way because we haven't heard anything major from her in a while since her own solo stuff. So my review, and I wish I could play it in the background and do like everyone else, but I don't have the technology for it. But what I will say is that for me it's a 10 out of 10. I mean, I would like to listen to more of The Weeknd. I only know the one or two big hits that he first had out, and I did watch his Super Bowl performance, but I'm ashamed to admit I don't know much of his music, although I think I would really like it. His melodies, I remember the first time I heard him was I was in a store and I heard the Feel My Face song, and I thought, wow, this sounds like Michael Jackson. I mean, who is this? So his voice is just such a signature voice, and to have his voice and hers together in that way is just incredible. I love the vibe of the song. I love the groove of the song. It's giving me sort of that mid 90s energy that she had with Bedtime Stories, but also it's a little later than that. It's kind of going towards the late 90s, early 2000s style. And I really enjoy that style of music, just with where the singing is very prominent and the groove is very catchy. It kind of stays in your head. And from what I've seen from other people's reactions, a lot of people who aren't Madonna fans, obviously looking at Weekend fans as well as the other guest on the song, Playboi Carti is the name. And I know nothing about that person, but they bring their energy to the song, and I think that overall a lot of people wanted to hear more from him. I guess it was his comeback, or not comeback, but like he hadn't done anything in a while. And I agree, he probably should have had more lines in the song. I'm not sure what his signature style is, but it was a short song, so it could have been extended a bit. They could have. It's one of those songs where I feel like it could gone on a few minutes more, and it wouldn't have. I don't think anyone would have minded because it was a great groove, and people would have gotten into it and enjoyed it very much. So I would agree with them on that. But obviously Madonna's part was bigger because not just a verse, but she also was singing in the background with The Weeknd. So I felt like she got more of that song. But to me, it's great. It's the first time I really got excited about one of her songs since anything from Madam X. So I'm just really thrilled. Love to hear more Madonna fans' reactions because most of the reactions I've seen have been Weekend fans and Playboy. Is it Playboy? I hope I'm saying that right. Playboi Carti fans. And so I haven't seen too many Madonna fans so far. But I'm sure there's a lot of mixed reactions because it's a different style of music for her. But harkens back to Bedtime Stories. I think it kind of gives us those vibes. So love to hear what you guys think. Wish I could have played it in the background. I need to have physical copies to play music because I'm still on my phone. But eventually one day I'll get hip with it. And so I'm going to close this off with I just read some more news about the Weeknd in terms of his interest in working with Madonna on an album. So this is just the beginning of his interest in maybe collaborating, more than just collaborating, but actually producing her next album. So how is Madonna going to go? How is she going to react? I think she would be very excited about that. She's going in that direction anyway, and I think it would be great for her. I mean, they both seem to be very similar in that they like to try different styles of music, and I think it would be a great collaboration. What do you think about him being the producer for the next album she puts out, or are you kind of really hoping for something more William Orbit, Stuart Price, going back to the styles that the tried and true? What is your thoughts on that? What is your thoughts on the song? Share with me and share with the community. We want to hear from you. And again, thanks for this watching and listening to this late breaking review because um, right after I posted the Sam Smith, it just sort of happened out of nowhere and I wasn't prepared. So thanks everyone, and I'll talk to you in the next video.